Hello everyone, welcome to the Security channel. In this video, we are going to talk about another problem that we got from Singapore Maths Olympiad from 2009. In this problem, we have a polynomial of degree 4, and what we are going to have here is x to the power of 4 plus k times x squared plus 90x minus 2009 is equal to 0. We know that x1, x2, x3 and x4 are roots of this polynomial equation. We also know that x1 times x2 is equal to 49 and we need to find k. Before moving forward to talk about the solution, make sure that you pause the video to think about this problem. To solve this problem, we are going to use Vieta formula. For any general polynomial of degree n, denoted as an times x to the power of n plus an minus 1 times x to the power of n minus 1 and so on and so forth until a0, with some conditions that you are seeing here, we are interested to know what's sum of all roots, or what's the product of all roots, and so on and so forth. What you are going to see here is basically sum of all roots can be written as negative an minus 1 over an. There are some other equations that you see here, and finally for the last one you see that product of all roots is considered as negative 1 to the power of n a0 over an. We are going to use it in a bit. Based on what we've discussed, we can write sum of all roots can be written as 0, product of all roots can be written as negative 2009, and sum of products of each two roots can be written as k, and finally sum of products of each three roots can be written as negative 90. Let's start simple. From what we saw, the product of all roots is equal to negative 2009, and we already know from the problem that x1 times x2 is equal to 49. So x3 times x4 is going to be negative 41. Based on that, we are going to use the other equation that we had for sum of products of each three roots. We are going to start with factoring out x1, x2 and write it as x1, x2 times x3 plus x4 plus x3, x4 times x1 plus x2 is equal to negative 90. And then we will replace what we found for x1, x2 and x3, x4. Then we are going to end up with the equation that you are seeing here. Basically we have 49 times x3 plus x4 minus 41 times x1 plus x2 is equal to negative 90. Now remember, we had sum of all roots is equal to 0. So x1 plus x2 is basically negative of x3 plus x4. If you solve these equations, we will end up with two things. The first one is x3 plus x4 is equal to negative 1, and then x1 plus x2 is equal to plus 1. Now let's go back to another equation that we had for k. We found that sum of products of each two roots is k here. We already know x1, x2 is equal to 49 and x3, x4 is equal to minus 41. If factor out the other things, we will end up with 49 plus x3 plus x4 times x1 plus x2 minus 41 is equal to k. And then we will replace 1 and minus 1 for the values that we found, and we will end up with k is equal to 7, and that's our final answer. Thanks for watching the video. If you would like to see more puzzles and math involved activities, please subscribe to the channel. This is the Security channel.